A special thank you to each of our subscribers who make this channel possible. Here's today's story. In a significant address to the nation on Friday, Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky underscored the precarious position Ukraine finds itself in as it navigates the complexities of a U.S.-led peace process aimed at ending the ongoing conflict with Russia. Zelensky articulated that the country is at a critical juncture, facing a stark choice between preserving its dignity and risking a fracture in its relationship with the United States. This comes as the U.S. has presented a 28-point peace plan to Kyiv, which is reportedly fraught with demands from Russia, including territorial concessions that Zelensky has consistently rejected. The president emphasized that Ukraine's sovereignty and rights must remain paramount, even as negotiations unfold with American officials. The backdrop of this tense situation is a 4-year struggle against Russia's invasion, which has reshaped Ukraine's political and social landscape. Zelensky's remarks reflect a deep concern about the implications of the U.S. proposals, which he views as potentially undermining Ukraine's territorial integrity and military capabilities. The plan includes provisions that would require Ukraine to reduce its military forces and abandon its aspirations for NATO membership, both of which are non-negotiable for Zelensky and many Ukrainians. In a conversation with U.S. Vice President J.D. Vance and Army Secretary Dan Driscoll, Zelensky expressed his commitment to constructive dialogue, but remained firm in his stance against any concessions that would compromise Ukraine's sovereignty. He acknowledged the intense pressure on Ukraine during this challenging period, stating, "Currently, the pressure on Ukraine is one of the hardest. We may face a very difficult choice, either losing our dignity or risking the loss of a key partner." The urgency of the situation was further underscored by comments from U.S. President Donald Trump, who indicated that he expects a response from Zelensky regarding the peace plan by the following Thursday. Trump has suggested that while a deadline is in place, extensions could be possible if negotiations are progressing positively. However, the implications of the U.S. plan have raised alarm among European allies, who are wary of the concessions being made to Russia. Leaders from Germany, France, and the UK have reiterated their support for Ukraine, emphasizing the need for any agreement to respect Ukraine's sovereignty and security. They have expressed concerns that a poorly negotiated settlement could have broader repercussions for European stability. Zelensky's appeal for unity among Ukrainians also comes amidst a backdrop of internal strife, including a corruption scandal that has drawn criticism towards his government. He urged the nation to come together in the face of external threats and to approach peace talks with a collective resolve. Meanwhile, the situation on the ground remains dire, with continued Russian military assaults on civilian areas, resulting in casualties and destruction in cities like Zaporizhia and Odessa. The international community watches closely as Ukraine grapples with the dual pressures of negotiating peace and maintaining its sovereignty against a backdrop of ongoing violence. As Zelensky prepares for further discussions with U.S. and European leaders, the stakes for Ukraine have never been higher, with the outcome of these negotiations potentially shaping the future of the nation and its relationship with the West. That's all for this story. We upload videos every day covering many different subjects, so hit that subscribe button to stay informed. Thanks for watching.